I think we're good now. Got the recording going. I've got.
So Conrad, are you planning on leaving that share screen up the whole time? Because that makes you really little and I can't see you from far away when I'm doing the exercise.
Okay.
I think what we want, if we want you or if we want the words.
Well, I think you can make that larger if you connect to the corner.
Oh, okay, I'll try.
And just enlarge it. So try that. No, this isn't working. Okay, my backup's not going to work. Something just went wrong with the phone. All right. Well, let's hope the Zoom thing works. Okay. In any case, let's just start with this down burpee thing. I'm going to adjust this so you can see what I'm doing. This is my workout room. Are you okay with the picture?
Yeah.
Okay, so everyone's adjusted it so you can see what I'm doing. So the down burpee is the lazy man's burpee, really, because all you're doing is using kind of a plank push-up position, and then the feet just come in and go out. Okay, it's just that part of the burpee where the feet go in and go up. Okay, we've got someone else. Kim's with us now too. Okay, so is everyone good with that? You know what it is? Okay, Kim, we're going to do a down burpee. So that's just the bottom part of a burpee without jumping up. Okay, are you ready? We're going to do 10 of those. Complete, in, out is one. Are you ready? Let's go. Okay, perfect. Okay, the weighted front lunge is this. We've done a walking lunge. Grab a pair of dumbbells, both hands. The lunge, you know, all the lunge is step forward, step back. Then the other leg, step forward, step back. Knee is about an inch from the ground, keeping your back straight. Then your hips align with your shoulders. Again, this is one rep, double rep. Let's do 10 of those. And look up when you do it. Keep your weights loose by your side, and then get up. Sit up. Yeah, keep your head up, look straight ahead, back nice and straight, down and up. Everyone's done? Okay, the next one is easy because it's just the other way. So the back lunge, from what I've read, is even more useful. So what you're doing is just going backward. So the opposite way. Leg goes back and do 10 each. One after the other. Keeping your weight nicely balanced, keeping your back straight. Nice. Keeping your chin up, just like you would paddling. Get your knee down as far as possible. Oh, you guys are on video. You've done this before. This is great. Good form. Okay, without too much rest, we'll rest at the end of each section for a couple minutes. So the leaping lunges are a little more plyometric. So what you're going to do is just jump up and then exchange feet. So you're going to jump up, exchange feet. You try it without weights at first, or very light weights, but it's exceptionally good. It's a plyometric. It's all about balance. Really works those core muscles. All right. March right through these things. Does anyone have more than a couple of dumbbells? You do? Okay, use your heaviest, or if you can, hold the two of them with one hand. And all you're going to do is hold them away from your body and walk. Okay, so 10 steps with every foot. What you can feel, really feel that core tightening as you balance this whole thing. The heaviest weight that you can stand, or if you have to combine the two dumbbells, do that. Okay, it's not a lunge, it's just a walk, and just feel your core tighten. Hold it a couple, don't let you touch your body, because then your body has to really tighten on one side of your body. If you got that 10 on one side, transfer it over to the other side and another 10. Just one, you should just be doing it in one arm, Tammy. One arm.
So, I have two weights though.
Yeah, so combine them with one, combine them either in one hand or just use one weight. So that leaves you with an unbalanced kind of body, and you have to compensate by making your core work harder. I know there's some walks that you can use two. I prefer the one with one, because then you have to stabilize yourself, keep your shoulders completely linear. Because if you got two weights, that's nicely balanced. If you only got one, you have to really work with your core at keeping that straight. Okay, we're going through these nicely. Now we're going to get to the squats. The goblet squat is, if you're with me the first day, it's holding the weight in the palms of your hands. And if you can use a stool or come down to 90 degrees or parallel to the floor, back straight, get your butt out. Make sure your back straight, your butt's out, coming down, balanced out front. It's a very safe squat if you have to do squats. If you got any back issues, this is actually good for your back. Do 10 of those. And now it gets harder. Take your weights, hold them like you might a barbell, just like this. Elbows up, and do the same thing, keeping your back straight. 10 of these. Keep your butt out. Back straight. Excellent whole body. You can really feel your shoulders working as you stabilize with that too. It's all about the stabilization. So try as much as possible to maintain that good posture. That's good for paddling too. The last one, if you have any shoulder issues, this is the most difficult. So the last one is the overhead squat. Lift them up like this as you would a press. Get your feet a little wider than shoulder width. And then you do a squat exactly like this, holding the dumbbells up here. So I'm going to go back here. Here's my dumbbells. And then you just come down for a squat as far as you can. As you can see, my shoulder's giving out. That's my hard shoulder.
That is harder.
Use a light weight. You have to start with no weights and then add them. Nice whole body exercise. You can feel your whole body tightening up in order to compensate. I hear people laughing. That's good. Okay, don't put them away. Rocket squat. So the rocket squat is another plyometric exercise. And all that is doing a squat with the weights down at your side, coming down as a squat and exploding. So you're getting air time. You're coming off the ground, plyometric. Bring your legs down here and come up like this. A nice plyometric exercise. Don't need a lot of air time. What it does is you just need that speed to build up. One of the plyometrics is so important for our sport. It's an explosive type of action. So you're just coming off the ground. And do 10 of those. How you feeling? One last leg one.
One last leg.
Okay, for this one, as a jumping jack would, you're not going to bring your arms up all the way, but you're going to jump and bring them down. So the jumping jack is like this. So we did some of the shoulders exercises before. Don't bring them totally at your side, a little forward angle, maybe 30 degrees forward, and just come up and jump. And then up and down, up and down. If weights are heavy at all, sometimes wrist weights, you can also just have a couple of cans of soup in your hand, just some added weight. So
you didn't want us to pause.
no,
You want us to, yeah.
just like a jumping jack, yeah.
Okay.
Use a light enough weight, you can do that. I mean, if you have to pause, but ideally you're just doing a jumping jack with a little added weight. Do with wrist weights, like I say, or soup cans, just to lead up to that. Actually, if you just stay at that, it's fine too. It's just a little added weight, adds a little stability to the exercise. And now you've done all the legs. So that's the first part. We're going to move into the core. So I said in the initial plan that we'd be doing a lot more core. I doubt we'll be able to have time for that today, but I will add it in future sessions. Maybe we'll devote an entire session just to the core. So I'm going to go through these. So this is kind of that core section anyway. It's about a quarter of our workout today. This one is an excellent, this belly scorpion. I don't know if you've ever heard of it, but it's a really excellent warm up. It's a nice mobility exercise. It's kind of stretching without stretching. So what you do is you lay on your belly. Can you see me? Yeah, you can. Okay. And all it is you got your arms out. Reach over with the other foot. Reach over to the ground with the other foot. Just like that. Do 10 aside.
Want to do 10 of those? Yeah.
10 on each foot. Flip it over, flip it over. One of the most important muscle groups is our back erector muscles that support the spine. And this really loosens it up, helps strengthen it. If you have any back problems, this will help build it up slowly. Of course, don't force it, but this is a great back strengthening exercise. And it helps with the warm-up. If you're gonna do any warm-up, use this and then that shoulder exercise I was talking about a little bit later. How's that feel? It feels good on the back. It loosens it up a bit. After all those leg exercises that probably involved a lot of your back. Reach right around, touch your foot.
Yeah, that's flexibility.
Yeah. Well, it opens up. It works on your flexibility without stretching. So I like it. We're going to do something that should be close to your hearts, but it's definitely valid. It's just another dumbbell exercise, the Russian twist. Some of you have done this before, I understand. I'm just going to go over it. You know, really, I don't care. You guys have all developed your own technique, I see, over the years. Some hold it by the end. Hey, that's okay. Some hold it both sides. I think Phil does it this way. That's okay too, but it hurts the hands if you land. Whatever way you want. I find holding it right in the middle and moving it this way is probably the best. Keep your legs elevated, your core tight, and that's the action. So 10 each side. You guys should know this by now. I can see heads bopping, but yeah, some hold it really close to your body to avoid the legs and then bend the legs. It really, you know, I don't think there is an advantage one way or the other, whatever works for you. Although I would say if you work it one way, just for the workout, you might try the other way, because as your body adapts, it'll get stronger only one way. And you'll find another way might be another workout. So just 10 each side, and we'll work on this one. This one is one that a lot of you have done too. It's the bird dog. And the bird dog, if you're a core, recall from the core, which we will do, maybe not today, we won't get to, but we'll do it maybe next week or the week after. The bird dog is when you're doing the plank, and then you lift up an arm and a leg. The only difference here, when you do the bird dog, or you can do it a hold up, push up position, is take the leg out and the arm and hold the weight.
So that's with the weight.
Okay, so the bird dog is without the weight. The weighted bird dog is with the weight. And positioning your body. And if you're ready to go, we're all going to do it together. I'm going to hold it for a count of 10. Are you ready? Here we go. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Are you supposed to hold it?
Yes.
Or, yes.
So-
Okay.
So, and I know some of you are doing your own versions. And I mean, if you have to, that's fine. I'll tell you what, the core is all about static core holds, which for the abdominal region are more effective.
Okay.
So rather than doing repeats, just hold.
Okay.
And that the longer, if the closer you get to 30 seconds for your core, exercise, the better, and just hold. It's not a repeat. The core works a little different. So I would do a hold for as long as you can. Keep it, keep it, keep it, keep it, and until failure. That would be fine. Next, we're going to do the dumbbell. I'm laughing because this is going to be tough. This is the side star, okay, weighted. So you remember the star, you're going to lift up your leg on your side, and then you're going to hold the weight up like this, which makes that core balance even more crucial. So we're not doing a whole 10-minute core routine now. So what we're going to do is just do these timed wise. So the star, if you recall, was holding your hand like this. It's a side plank. And then the star is holding this up like this with the leg. And we're going to do that for a count of 10. So you're going to hold it up like this. Leg, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then we're going to do the other side. Switch over. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Excellent. Those are tough to do. You can't do it for a full 10 seconds. Do as much as you can. And every week work towards doing another one. So what we got after that is the plank elbow to knee. So this is a bit of a mountain climber exercise from plank. So what you're going to do is have your dumbbell down here. You're going to go into plank and then meet your knee. So to do that with 2, you're going to do them opposing. So 1, you're going to be up here, bring it back. Then the next one, and come back. Okay, 1, 2, so 5 each side. Mountain climber with planks. Try it with a weight, see if it works. Do it without a weight just to get your practice in. So if you guys are ready, here we go. Ready, go. 5 each side, alternate. 10 total. Come over to the side, knee to elbow. Feel your body have to tighten up for those moves. It's all about core. Core is from your armpit to your knee. You're using all of it. You do a couple with weights, do the rest with no weights. Good practice too.
What's that?
How you guys doing? Good so far? We've got a couple more to go. This is my all-time favorite core exercise. This apparently, if you can do even one of these, you're guaranteed to live at least another 20 years.
Right.
I guarantee it. Okay, so this is the Turkish get-up. You guys heard of this?
Yeah, Turkish bath.
Well, you can have one afterwards. So the Turkish get-up is you're laying down on your back just like this with your arm over top of your head. Dumbbell extended. Okay. Once you do this, you're going to flip over onto your arm, taking your knee up like this, keeping the dumbbell extended above your head. Move on to 2 knees. And then get up. Then you come back down. 1 knee again. 2 knees. Come back. Extend that knee out. Come back down. Flip it over to the next arm. and then you come up again. And if you can list one muscle you're not using in that exercise, I'll give you a prize. You can do an extra one. Okay, we're going to do 10 each side. And if you can do this, we're all going to live 20 years.
That's all.
COVID or not.
30
Keep it up there. Support your hand. Support your body with this hand. Take your knee. Put it underneath the other knee. So the foot comes underneath your knee. Switch over, keeping that dumbbell up. Switch over so you're kneeling, keeping the dumbbell up, and then lean forward a little bit, and like a lunge, you come up.
Down.
You can look at the dumbbell if you want. Sometimes that helps. Excellent. You guys are doing great. This is a tough one. I recommend you do this at least once with every workout that you do. This is great. Nice. You guys are awesome. Not bad for an old guy who's just been out of the hospital. So it's 5 combined because you're doing one each arm, right? So 5 of these combined. Don't keep going on and on.
I think that's 5 each side.
I think that's 5 aside. Famous last words. Keep the arm extended all the way throughout. Switch it when it's extended. Yeah, that's it. Good. All right. Well done. I think Kim's the only honest one here. Let Tammy too. Okay, no paddler left behind. Tammy's the only honest one in the whole group, I can tell.
She's got to be doing 10 each side.
Is that what we're doing? 10 each side?
No, 5 each side.
Oh, shoot. Oh.
Okay, so that's good.
I like past that.
Okay, we're gonna do a couple of one at least with a Swiss ball, but I'll show you how to do that alternatively. The next one you guys should know too. Won't spend a lot of time on it. It's just a dead bug. You know the dead bugs.
Oh, dead bug.
Do them later on. You can do them with weights, just like this, and then holding it. 6 gives you a lot more tension. So the dead bug sequence, and you can just hold them over top of your head and do a 30-second sequence. That'll work as well. So why don't we just do a 30-second sequence quickly?
That's what we're doing, right? Dead bugs, yeah.
Dead bug with arm hold, both legs and arms up. Or we'll do it for a 10-second count just so you know what it is. You can do this later. We don't have to spend a lot of time on this. Ready? Dead bug. Arms and legs extended up. Ready? Go. 1, 2. Keep straightening those knees out. Keep straightening those knees out. This is a static hold. Legs straight up. Legs straight up. Tammy, legs straight up. Yeah,
Straight?
straight up. Arms and legs straight up and hold. This is a static hold. Just for 10 seconds. All right, 10 seconds is up. That's good. Next one. If you have a Swiss ball, you don't need a Swiss ball. You can do it on a bench. This is, again, adds instability to it. You can either do it with 2 dumbbells, holding them together, add some tension. You can do it with 1 if you want. It's too heavy because it's all adaptable. You can hold it any way you want. Again, what this is it's just a dumbbell overboard. So it's just taking this, stretching out. I've got my legs stretched out here for a little more stability. And all it is from back here to down here, back to down. Okay.
Won't have time.
Do 10 of those. Let's start now. Go. 1, 2.
Conrad, are your legs off the ground?
No. That would be, that's
Oh,
next,
crap, if they are, you're
next-
done again.
that's one
Okay.
alien body. No, they are on the
Okay,
ground,
cute.
but they're not stabilized
Okay,
against
cute.
anything. They're just heels
you.
are off the ground. And all you're doing is this motion, okay? Just that. Core motion, you can feel your stomach tightening, your abs tightening as you go down. So for 10, 8, 9, 10, and we're done. Last one of this set is the dumbbell Superman. Excellent for the back. This should be a staple too. You should do this. If you don't have a Swiss ball, you can just do it on the ground. You can do the overhead motion on the ground with your back straight. Keep your knees up. You can do it on a bench. Just make sure your back doesn't arch too much when you do it. This is meant for a ball, but you can also do it on the mat. And it's a Superman. I'm sure a lot of you have done it. I don't think a lot of you have done it with the weight.
No.
So with the weight, if you're on a Swiss ball, it's a little less stable. If you're on the ground, what it is a reverse arc. So your hands and legs come up and then you come back down the ground. With the Swiss ball, you can't get your legs up, but your back can definitely arch and it's a little less stable. And so this is the motion right here. The Superman on a Swiss ball is just doing the same thing. Just like that. Lifting the weights up just to your side and arching your back forward and looking up. Yeah, that's it. 10 of those. Just look up, make sure you're arching your back. All right, perfect. That's your core. By now you should be starting to feel it. We're gonna do some shoulder exercises now. What these are gonna be lateral extensions, front extensions. We did a few of these already, so I'm not gonna spend a lot of time at them because we've only got 15 minutes. So I'm just gonna show you again. Come do them with me and we can do them at the same time. So the lateral extension, again, it isn't straight across. It's a little bit offset, just like this. So lateral extension is just lifting both at the same time to shoulder height. A really good shoulder exercise. Don't use too much weight, use light weight. This is for the stabilizers. This is not to pump your muscles up large. This is to prevent injury. So Keep your arms straight, but just offset them. Offset them. Don't wing them. Keep them straight. Just offset. Okay, do 10 of those. Perfect. Just your shoulders. Just your shoulders, Liz. Don't lift them all the way up here. Just lift them up to the shoulder. Just slightly offset. Front extension, do these one after the other. So do left, right. So do them with me too. This is straight up in front of you. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're done. Let's zoom through these, and then we'll get to the front chest. So you want to hold a dumbbell by one side. That makes it harder. You can hold it with two. Either way works. And what you do is just make a figure 8 in the air. Just like this. Big figure 8 in the air. Do 5 one way, and then 5 the other. Big figure 8s. Big figure 8s. Hold your arms out. Stiff as you can. Get that core working for those as well. And shoulders, of course. Five aside. Okay. Again, we're going to just be moving our shoulders in different ways. All of these done with fairly light weights. Use a lunge position here, and you can do half on one leg and half lunge the other. So this is the drummer boy. And what this is just straight up and down, just like this. Straight arms. It's the drummer boy.
They told me.
This is for Christmas. Straight up in front of you. Point with a dumbbell. Thumb on the side, thumb on the front of the weight here, and just like this.
See the way he's got him gripped? Nope. Kind of front end down. Like a drumstick.
Hold it in the back for a little more weight distribution, emphasis. That's the drummer boy. Works the whole body here, really works the shoulders. Crop circle. Couple ways you can do the crop circle. With a heavy weight, it's hard to do this. You can do that without a weight or soup can. But the front crop circle is a little bit like the figure 8, but it's concentric circles getting larger and larger. And then when you're largest, go the other way and come back down. All of these work the shoulders slightly different ways. And then reverse. So do 5 one way, 5 the other. You can also do this with a weight if you want. A weight plate works nicely too. But this is a dumbbell exercise, so I've done dumbbells. Okay, whipping through these now. Same offset position, lunge position, and you're in a boxing match, okay? It's a punch, and each one counts as 1, 10 each. Punch them in the jaw. About the same height. Bit plyometric, so there's no slowness here. You're punching with this weight. It's a lead punch, not an uppercut.
Not the uppercut.
Okay, how's the shoulders feeling so far? This is the bent arm pendulum. So what this is bend over like this, one side to side, shoulder height to shoulder height. Right to right is one. So start over here, and this is one. Just side to side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's good for the golf swing.
That was fun.
Fun? You have been away from this for a while, haven't you? Squat thrust. The squat thrust. The squat thrust. Okay, this is be a fun one too. You'll like this one. So the squat thrust is holding the dumbbells here, going into a squat, and then lifting them up.
Oh yeah, we've done those.
Not quite. So you don't leave the ground with this one, and you don't do the swing up. You just leave it here and up. Squat and up. The squat helps lift them, so it's one motion. Okay, perfect. And because we've done those, your shoulders will be nice and tired for the standing shoulder press. Make sure that you got your back straight. It's less stable again if you're sitting down. It's just a standing shoulder press, just like this. That's it. Do 10 of those. Standing shoulder press. Can't get much more basic.
French, you want to do that one? Oh, you can feel it. Yeah.
Okay. This is where it gets fun. Remember this one. This is one of the most important ones. Do this as a warm-up every single time. It'll prevent injuries. It's the YTWL. Okay, so and I gave you a little illustration. I'm sharing with you on my computer what that is because these are a little harder to explain, and yet you should remember this. So give yourself a little slack in the knees, a little bend in the knees. Okay, so the Y is up with your thumbs over top of the weight, at least on the same side. So the thumbs are pointing up. Light weights again, 5 pounds is totally okay. So what you're doing is with a straight back, just coming up like this. Okay, just as a Y, think Y, you're bent over slightly, not straight up, you're bent over, keep your back straight. And it's just a Y, it's just a Y, okay? Let's do 8 of those. 7, 8.
Yep.
Everyone's good? Okay, same idea, keep your thumb out there. Keep your thumb out there. Now go over to the side laterally, like you're doing a T. But keep your thumbs up on the weights like this. Come up on your sides just like this. Keep them straight if you can, as straight as you can, and come up on the side. Really lightweight. Remember, this is injury prevention. Don't keep your hands like this. The thumb is pointing towards the ceiling. Like this. This is where my thumbs are. And then they go up like that. Okay, so 10 of those. And then we're going to do a W. So the W is just, your arms are now bent, and it's just straight back like this. It's almost like a fly, but you're making a W basically with your body. So the weight comes up like this. The thumbs are still up here, and the weights just do this. Okay, bent elbows, weights come up to the shoulder and the back. 10, or let's do 8. 8 of those. Okay, last one. Last one is an L. So all that is your elbows come up, bend over, elbows come up to the body, and then you just lift up the weight.
Forward.
Just like this, forward, yep, to your head, just like that. So just the forearms are moving, rotating on your shoulders, but bend over, just like you see in the illustration here. So bend over, make sure your butt's out, and then they just come up to your head, and 8 of those. Excellent warm-up. Okay, good. So excellent warm-up, and the scorpion was the other great warm-up. If you need to do any warm-up, and you do, you can only do 2, do those 2. It's really good for your shoulders. Even if you're doing rowing, paddling, those are just warm the shoulders up. Get ready for anything. We'll probably be using them to warm up when we get into our workouts. Okay, so you guys have time for another 10 minutes?
Yep.
Okay, sorry about that. I thought we'd get through this. We'll go through it quickly. So the wood chop, you can either do it with 2 or 1 weight. So what you're going to do is come down to the leg like this, and then just come up like that. Okay, that's the weighted up, wood chop up, just like this. Let's do 8 on each leg, and then switch and do the other one. 1, 2. I like to grab them by the end though. Adds a little more instability. Makes you stabilize it a little bit more as it comes up. So this is the engine starts. The engine starts are a lot like the one-armed row, except what we're going to do is we're not going to use a bench, and we're just doing this, like if you were starting a motor. So just like that. More of a plyometric. Get your whole body like you're starting an engine using a dumbbell. A little more plyometric. So it's to start that engine, you really got to wrench on it. Boom. 8 aside, each side 8. Make that a dynamic action. Boom. A little more plyometric style. Okay. We're counting down now. I'm going to make sure that you get me all in here. So, dumbbell inchworm. Make sure that you're standing with your dumbbell to each arm. Then what you're going to do is bend over. Bend your knees a little bit. Reach down to the ground with your dumbbells and walk them out. A push up and then walk them back. Stand up and do it again. Give me 5. Keep your back nice and straight. Don't bend too much. Out of the back, always parallel with your shoulders. And then a bit of a deadlift kind of movement at the end. Push up and then Bring it back up, and as you stand up, a little deadlift, swinging your hips up, and then come back down. Bend your knees if you have to when you get down, crunch down. Okay. Well done. We're almost there. Last 200 meters. So for this plank, what you're going to do is plank it. And what you're going to do is take this, put it in the middle, put your hand here, take this, put it over here, take a push-up, put it in the middle, take it over here, do a push-up, put the weight in the middle, take it over here, push-up. So the movement is move it to the center, move it to one arm, push-up uneven, move it to the center, the other arm takes it, do a push-up.
Gotta figure out where the peanut is.
So 10 push-ups, 5 movements side to side.
Okay, here's again. Push up.
So we'll count together, right arm, push up, center, transfer, left arm, push up, transfer, transfer, right arm, push up, transfer, transfer, left arm, push up, transfer, transfer.
10 push-ups.
5 push-ups each side.
I hate push-ups. No, I love push-ups.
Great, let's do some more. We're almost there. I promise. 5 more. Bend over, fly. This is a simple one too. Bent over, straight back, and all we're doing is bringing the elbows up and the weights to the chest. So slightly bent, looking forward, keeping the back straight. 10 of these. Great back exercise. Just like this. Don't be afraid to burst. A little more plyometric. Depends on the weight of your weights, of your dumbbells. Keep your elbows slightly bent. Bring it across your chest. Okay. It's one of my favorite ones. Some of you have done this. If you come to workouts in Belleville, this is the chest machine substitute. All you have to do for this one is bring the weights up here around your head, keep your elbows straight, and all you're doing is bending, trying to touch the elbows, bringing them out to the side. So this is the chest press machine without the machine. Let's do 10 of these. So your forearms are straight, bringing them through here. If you do them right, they are an excellent pec deck machine substitute. And way better than the pec machine because they're less stable. So let's do 10 of those because they're so good. Okay, that was quick.
We did them with you.
Okay, so the donkey kicks. I don't know if you've done them before, but again, it's the bent over back, a little bend at the knees, straight back. And you got your elbows in one fixed position against the body. And just the weights go up like this. It's a tri exercise. Just like this. Let's do 8 to 10 of those, depending on the weight of your weight. Make it up to you. Look straight ahead, keep your back straight. Nice. Okay, that was quick too. Good job. The push-up row is basically the same as the carry, except you have the two and you just do a row when you do the middle of it. So all that is
Push up and then lift them up.
push up row, one push up, weight comes up, push up, weight comes up, push up. 10 push-ups, 5 rows on each side. That's a double jeopardy exercise because you not only get a chest, you get a back, and you get the triceps from the push-up, and the pecs from the push-up.
You okay?
2 more. This one's a variation on the last one. There's so much stuff you can do in the ground with push-ups and weights. This one is the push-up and rotation. Push-up and rotation.
We're gonna do it with the weights.
I'll tell you what, do 5 total push-ups with that, 3 on each side with the rotation. So 5 push-up, 1 push-up, 2. So 6 rotations total, 1 for each side. All right, last one. I'll go easy and we'll just do 5 of these. So this is the one arm version of something that you might have done before with me in that long workout. So all this is though, it's this and this. So it's the clean and the jerk with one arm. So all it is you're lifting up the weight as you might. One arm's out here, it comes into here, and up. Then lift it back down. Yeah, do 5 aside, and we're done like dinner. Give me a little bit of thrust with the bottom legs. Make sure that you're also using your legs. Really great full body. And because we're only using one weight, you have to stabilize with the core. Down here and up, and then do the other side. And don't forget, Mike, it makes it a lot easier if you use your legs. So use your legs to thrust up, because if you just use your arm, it's going to get tough.
Sorry, Debbie.
Use your legs, bend down a little bit, come up. Legs to squat, like a clean and jerk, one arm. And you're done. Okay, so that's an easy one you can do full body with. You should have all parts of your body feeling a little stressed by this time. And you can do that anywhere at any time. It's a great alternative exercise anytime you want. So as I recommended, substitute this out or use it as a fourth workout on your week. Choose 2, go through it like we did, whatever feels good. But the more you vary it, the better it'll be for you. Any questions on this one? Okay. If you're too tired and you have some questions later on, let me know. It's good seeing y'all, and hopefully we'll continue this on through the darkest of our winter and the next few months. Good seeing some of you new guys. Glad to see you're okay, Mike. Just, encourage everyone. If you have friends that aren't with the Dragster Club, encourage them to come out too. For me, the money isn't a big thing. I mean, if they can't pay or whatever, just the more the merrier. It's always great seeing more faces on it. So good seeing y'all. If you want, we'll start this like 10 minutes to next time, so we get out a little bit earlier and we can talk in the first 10 minutes. Let's just introduce, if I'm going to be talking at all, I'll talk in the first 10 minutes and we can start right up. All right?
Okay, thanks.
Good to see you guys.
Everybody.
Yeah.
Bye, everyone.
Take care.
Bye.
Thank you.
Okay. Stop share.
Glasses.
I heard that, Andrea.